Finally back in this room, aren't I? Zone of the Enders Fist of Mars is what would happen if you basically took the turn-based strategy of a game like Fire Emblem and smashed it together with giant freaking robots. It's a match made in heaven. A lot of the turn-based strategy games around are classical or medieval or swords and sorcery sort of fighting game. This one is a futuristic science fiction based one that's right out of a kind of sort of crappy anime storyline, but it's fun, believe me. There's one very, very interesting thing about Zone of the Enders Fist of Mars, and that's that, well, while the map screen might look like this, the fighting screen looks a little like this. That's right. It's a turn-based RPG gallery shooter. What? Now you don't have to do this, but it's sort of the whole point of the game. It makes it a little easy, but it is the whole point of the game. You have to shoot this little robot that's flying all over the screen in order to hit it with any of your moves. And you have to dodge that robot's projectiles on a similar screen in order to not get hit when its turn happens. It's a very interesting concept that I have not really seen anywhere else, and maybe for a good reason. Like I said, it makes the game a little too easy. If you want to, you can turn it off and just go on sheer statistics. This is an RPG strategy game after all, so there are a bit of those. Now, as I was saying about the storyline, basically this young kid sort of falls into being the driver of this giant mech, essentially, which I guess chooses him or something in order to fight off something else. I don't know, it's crazy, but it's cool. All these different characters have all these different unique units, some of which are good at long-range attacks, some of which are good at short-range attacks, and some of which are just used to heal things, though they're kind of the most vulnerable of all. It's a very old-school game in its setup and storytelling. Like I said, it's set up like Fire Emblem, and at the same time it also has the profile image face and face conversation, where one person will say something in text and one person will say another thing in text. If you can get over the fact that it's old school in that setup, it's a pretty enjoyable game. I don't know who out there has heard of it, but I really liked it, and it really hit that spot when it came to tactical robot games.